dalam hidupku, membuatku rasa ragu. Kau serahkan hatimu untuk meyakinkan aku. Ku terima cintamu dengan ketulusan jiwaku. Kau sinari hidupku, membuat aku dengan cintamu. Izinkan aku menjagamu sehingga ke akhir hayatku. Itulah janjiku padamu, janganlah engkau ragu. Ku hanya ingin kau tahu, aku diciptakan untukmu. Tiada lain cinta bisa mencurimu, bagi aku engkaulah jantungku. Andai dapat ku nikahimu, ku berjanji pada diriku, dan ku bahagia kau ratu hatiku, karena engkau adalah tulang rusukku. Janganlah engkau ragu. Ku hanya ingin kau tahu, aku diciptakan untukmu. Tiada lain cinta bisa mencurimu, bagi aku engkaulah jantungku. Andai dapat ku nikahimu, ku berjanji pada diriku, kan ku bahagia kau ratu hatiku, karena engkau adalah tulang rusukku.
Hope masuk ungkap siramu. Mandam tak terbuat lihat, menambah lagi tak terbuat sanda. Bide mah bide dukule kini lebih mah bide wang jile ngaji bahat debate bahat lagi dekawi.
跨了两者来，你是谁？
成吵架，路灯把冬点亮，情人一起看过多少见月亮，他在天空看过多少次遗忘，多少希望，修炼爱情的规划，我们这谁努力不掉，我们连着的去心生勇敢，几年前的幻想，几年后的原谅，回忆将要记忆一生长，你剩下让我还不错不要这样，要这样，笑着说爱让人哭狂，哭着说爱让人紧张，我忘不了那个人就丢下，修炼爱情的悲欢，我们这些努力不简单，快乐变成泪水，是一种勇敢，期待将的幻想，期待后的原谅，唯一将勇气让一生强，别再想念我，我会说不要这样，期待将的幻想，期待后的原谅，将勇气让一生长，别再想
Dari jauh kami dan ninjau, adakah lagi kita ngecok tiba, sebab kecil hati hari dia, pertemuan terakhir yang sedih. Tapi kami yakin kita si berubah, kerana dah berkenal lama jua. Moga Tuhan satukan kita dua, itulah hasrat hati kami. Kami setia duduk menanti kita, biarlah masa menentukan. Hati kami terus nak menatap wajah kita, kita dua pasti dipertemukan. Tiba dari jauh macam bayang kita, hati kami dah rasa ceria, sampai dekat itulah kita, asa hati kami si terkira. Duduk menanti kita, biarlah masa menentukan. Hati kami terus nak menatap wajah kita, kita dua pasti dipertemukan. Tiba dari jauh macam bayang kita, hati kami dah rasa ceria, sampai dekat itulah kita,
dreams, and if you're ready for more, just take my hands and we'll go. I put a crown on you and make you mine, oh baby. Show it all, I'm ready for more. Just take my hands and we'll go. This heart is burning hot, I feel alive, oh baby. Show it all, my love, all of my love. All my love is only for you, baby. Nothing's gonna stop us from the vision of love. All my love, all of my love, all of my love, all of my love. Show it all, my love, all of my love, all of my love, all of my love, my love, my love, all of my love, all of my love, all of my love. Show it all, my love, all of my love, all of my love, all of my love, my love, my love, my love. When you say that you were never gonna let me go, I'm complete, I am whole. You lead me higher up to heaven's door. Close your eyes, oh feel the rhythm of my beating heart. We are free, don't you see it? This is written, this is destiny. All my love, all of my love. Ooh, my love is only for you, baby. Nothing's gonna stop us from the vision of love. All my love, all of my love, all of my love, all of my love. I'm showing all my love, all of my love, all of my love, all of my love.
Bukit Sematang, Pulau Sumatera, Gunung Selendong di kota Jawa. Tiap alay aku boleh ngasuh penemu, belajar pucau lalengau seribu guna. Aku ndak peduli, aku ndak kira rugi, selagi aku ndak puas hati. Biar aku ambil bekikis bulu betis, henti nuang bedaunya di kebini. Ilang wandara baru nemu aku, duduk tak ugau-ugau di muap pintu. Ilang wandara baru nemu diri, nurun tangga belakang damai gari. Nurun tangga belakang damai gari.
Kesenian diutamakan, keaslian dilestarikan, bakat seni kita lahirkan untuk generasi di masa depan. Sarawak berbilang bangsa, adat resam seni budaya, amalan seluruh rakyatnya kan kekal terpelihara.
Assalamualaikum, selamat petang, selamat malam kita ucapkan kepada semua viewers kita di page FB Majlis Seni Sarawak, and welcome to Mss Podcast. Seperti biasa hari Rabu kita bersiaran secara langsung dengan tetamu-tetamu kita yang ada di studio, dan minggu lepas kita dah bersama dengan tetamu kita masih lagi dalam suasana raya. Kini kita dah beranjak ke suasana akan menjelangnya hari gawai. Baiklah tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, thank you so much for all the viewers that have been with us all this while. And in the studio with us, we have two guests this evening, and I think you could see both of them here. You might be guessing who they are, but shortly after this, we'll get to know them closely. And before that, maybe we can have we can share with you some videos and things before we get started with these two guests in the house. All right. So back to the producer. We'll see. We'll be back shortly. Okay, that is what do you call that? Animation, right?
Yes, that's animated series.
Animated.
13 episode.
Okay.
That time was done with a grant from SKMM through RTM.
I see.
13 episode shown on broadcast on Astro 180 TVI.
Okay.
Masa tu in 2013.
2013.
Everything was done in Sarawak.
Wow, that is the first one done in Sarawak.
That is
that's
the
first one.
ever animated series
yeah.
completely done in Sarawak. Because previously, before you have other shows, animated shows, but done by production company from KL.
I see.
But the content in Sarawak.
Yeah.
But
you have to bring it down there to.
They do it.
They do it
the
there.
KL production lah. So
And
this is fully Sarawak, first time.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, viewers of Majlis in Sarawak FB, here we have Mr. Gregory. All right, maybe
Yes.
you can introduce yourself.
Call me Greg.
Greg, yeah.
Greg, yes.
Okay, and you are from Sarawak. Is that
Kuching Bon.
Kuching Bon,
Bon,
right?
yes.
Maybe you can tell us something about yourself.
Yes, Kuching Bon means you must have tried Frosty Boy and also the
Hungry Horse.
Yeah.
It was back then, yeah.
So I used to be a lecturer at Unimas, faculty Seni Gunaan and Creative,
Wow,
together with Mr.Sylvester. Yeah, so Syl used to be my colleague. He was my idol, then became my colleague.
Wow.
That's for 12 years. So I was teaching film.
Okay.
Film, yeah. So film language, theory, everything. So then I moved on to Swinburne. So in Swinburne, I joined the design program. So I've been teaching there for about 14 years.
14 years?
About 14 years, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So now you're with Swinburne, like full time with Swinburne, yeah?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So now our next guest with us this evening, Mr.Sylvester, right?
Hi.
So you can introduce yourself.
Yeah. Very good evening. Selamat petang. Salam sejahtera. My name is Sylvester. Jusem. Yeah, I'm a Bidaya. Yeah, from Kuching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me. Yeah. Well, what's next now?
And Mr.Sylvester is also our board of members of Majlis in Sarawak, board members, yeah. So he's one of our board members. And this thing that urged me to call both of you here is to share with the viewers on what actually you guys are doing. So I think it's more related to both of you in painting, right? So yourself
Okay.
is like you are. What actually you call yourself?
I'm
What is your profession? Yeah.
I'm a teacher. Yeah, and also I'm also doing full time.
You need to talk closely to the mic. Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing full time on my own work, which is painting, which falls under visual arts, and at the same time, I'm teaching at Unimas. So I retired last year, but I'm very fortunate that they took me in again as a contract fellow. So I said, why not? So I've been teaching for about 22 years at Unimas, but before that I have my own studio at Jalan Rock for 13 years, yeah, and doing mostly freelance works and stuff, yeah. And I was also very lucky to have some very committed clients and stuff to get me going, So my friends from Unimas and even from ITM and stuff, hey, come on, instead of battling yourself in the studio, why don't you, share a bit and come to the faculty to share for ideas and stuff? We want you to work with us. I said, I was very stubborn, still wanting to do freelance, but again, why not give it a try? Since I've been with ITM, for example, I studied in ITM from 1980 to 84, and I went abroad. So there's no turning back for me. So I went overseas to New York for 2 years and so on, and I came back to Kuching to start off. Yeah, why not come back? So I started as freelance, and now I'm teaching. Yeah, I'm lucky. I got both worlds, I'm lucky, but still the art is still with me, and it will always be with me. So yeah.
So both of you are teaching now, lecturing actually.
Yes, lecturing.
Yeah?
Yes.
Lecturing. Yeah.
We were both colleagues.
Colleagues,
one
eh?
time. Yes. But everyone has got some greener pastures to attend to, and
Senior master.
Senior master. Oh, Greg, do you paint?
Yes, I do.
You do,
paint.
yeah.
Yes, yes, I do draw. I do illustrate. I've done a bit of comics before.
Okay.
I think when I was very young, I did some comic strips for Galaxy magazine at that time. Galaxy magazine is a star publication. So when I was still in college,
Back in the 90s, is that?
I think in PJ last time.
Okay.
So I used to send my artwork there to
I
the
see.
Star Publication office because they publish Galaxy magazine. Then when I came back to Kuching, I did some I did a bit of cartooning for Sarawak Tribune.
Sarawak
sometimes,
Tribune.
on
Oh,
and
okay.
off,
All right.
like funny pieces, something like Lut's
Lut,
cartoon.
yeah,
Victoria
right.
cartoons, yeah. Then I there's one time I submitted for Jumpa magazine, so my comics came out in Jumpa magazine, but it's a comics magazine.
Jumpa magazine, yeah. That is published by in KL, right? In Semenanjung, yes.
Correct. And
so
that was the early days lah. Then they asked me to do some more. They try to change it, make it more for teenagers kind of style, with the storytelling.
Yeah.
then I didn't have time also, so I didn't continue with that. Yeah. So painting, yes, I do. I did paint before briefly in 2010, those
2000
few years.
Oh, okay.
Around there, sold a few paintings. Yeah, but no time to do.
No time to do. Huh? How? Why? Like no time. Like I understand that from Sylvester himself that he has no time also to do this kind of thing. Why? Does it take need time for you to
I think
come up
our
with something?
interest, I don't know about Sil, but I think my interest is very wide. So when you say about creative work and art, right, I'm interested in everything. Like
Okay.
illustration,
Yeah.
cartooning, animation, comics, painting, art,
And how do you get yourself into animation?
Oh, animation. I think it has always been that part of me that wanted to do animation. When I was young, I think I've always imagined myself doing animation. Of course, last time, what can you do? I draw on paper.
Yeah.
And then imagine it's moving. Then I flip the paper. Right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all
yeah,
you can do.
right.
Then when I come back from my first degree in computing, then I said, oh, ada this kind of software that you can do animation frame by frame, but you draw with the mouse.
Yeah.
But it was very difficult.
Difficult,
so,
yeah, right.
But I played with it. Then later on, when I joined FSGK, so I think you have software already. Like at that time was Flash, Adobe Flash software.
all
So
right.
yeah, I played around with that, and I did propose some project, but didn't happen. Lack of opportunities, I would say. And I
In
think-
Sarawak itself,
I
yeah.
think your listeners and your viewers out there can understand.
Yeah.
Last time, especially lack of opportunity. Now, I think
There's
opportunities
plenty,
are getting
yes.
more and more.
It's the opportunity is there, like we have our own TV station, right?
Yes.
TVS, and I think if we can come up with our own animation, like you said, the one that you have come out with in 2013 is so. If there is more of that, that can be shown, I think it's a good thing for us in Sarawak, especially.
In fact, for us, I'm at Swinburne now.
Yeah.
So I'm working very closely with SMG and TVS and,
Okay.
and Chic, and we're trying to start a program, an animation incubation program. And so this is, I think it's free, but limited participation, maybe about 15 people like that. And for those interested, please follow the FB.
You have the
I think
website and
I don't have the link, but I have the name.
okay.
Let me check, yeah. So let me check, yeah.
Maybe we can share to those
Yes.
viewers that
Yes, so you have to follow
who has
FB.
this interest in this line.
Let me see if I can. Chic. Chic. CHIC.
Oh, CHIC.
The FB. Check the FB,
FB,
for
okay. You can
latest
go to-
updates.
all right.
So they will update where they will give you a link, and then you can register. Those interested can register. And then the training, we hope to give lah. And this is to train you to become animator, to propose your own original idea, to make it into a proposal.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can do a trailer, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
So
thing. Yeah.
we know we have to grow in industry lah. And the first challenge we have to meet is training, because we don't have a pool of people.
Mesti ada
Yeah.
training. You have
Yeah.
to, right?
Yeah.
Without training, I don't think you can come up with
Right.
anything. Even though you have good ideas, and how you put your ideas into this thing, like in paper or in animated kind of thing, like yourself. How do you connect with this? Have you ever done a sketch anything for animation thing or?
Oh yes, when I was doing freelance, I do help out in the drawings and stuff, giving of ideas and stuff. Because for visuals, it's very important that you can sketch.
Yeah.
It will be an advantage if you know the elements and principles of designs, for instance, in drawings and so on. Yeah, it will be an advantage if you go to a proper school. But then again, those self-taught artists, because due to the experience, they can be even better.
Better.
Yeah, they're better. So So those who have been to a proper school and stuff like that, well, they're fortunate, but there are some people who have gone through thick and thin. As a self-taught artist, they excel even further. Yeah. So as for me, I still finding, my art journey experience to find my cultural identity and so on.
Yeah.
While doing that, I also, from that experience, then I got something to tell the students. It's not just from the internet and so on. It's so readily available. So based from the travels and also based from the research that you have teamed up with your friends, the feedbacks are very good for our teaching and learning punya materials. That's where I got the opportunity to share with my students. Yeah. Since I'm a teacher as well, So also on the other hand, it's also good for me personally, so I can produce my own sketches and my paintings to add up my portfolio, so to speak. Yeah.
Since when did you get to know yourself? Know how to paint? Since when?
Since secondary school, it's a bit quite late. Since Form 4, when I was Form 4, I realized that I've got this talent, and thank goodness we have. I was at St. Joseph's, Thank goodness we have this art club. So that's why in school,
we have art club.
It's also a very good idea. It actually is a helping platform for students who are good in creativity and stuff like that. So I joined the art club. So from the art club, I could see I was able to compete with the other creative guys, So I said, I must give it a try, and since this is one of the best subjects that I can do, so why not? So there's no turning back from me. And from 5, from 6, I've always been, my mind is always on, I've been using the right side of the brain, I think. So I'm supposed to take up law, but it never came. So I'm more towards the creative side. So no 50-50. I have to go straight. So when I got my diploma, and I went straight for my master's. Yeah.
So at least you know where you want to go, where you want to be.
To be honest with you, I never expected I'd become a lecturer like today. I was like doing artworks like any artist would do. Yeah, because I think to get creativity, you must do something, and look at others.
Yeah.
Look at others. You look at others' work, because that's how you get inspired in the first place. Yeah. Look at, before we don't have internet and stuff. We have books.
Right. We have books.
Those are second-hand information.
We have
and stuff like that. So I was inspired by people like Van Hals, Van Gogh, Rembrandt.
And we do have, back in the 80s, 70s and the 80s especially, we have our own artists, which is the late Uncle Raffle Scott Abeng, and also Hasbichi, the late Hasbichi. Both of them are so well known in Sarawak, in Kuching especially. Both of them, they have their own character. I mean, they've been painting, by the roadside and at the streets and so on, and they are well known. But now, lately, it's hard to find our artists like that now. In why is that happening now? Maybe you can have,
I think there are, like the Sarawak Art Society, right?
Yeah, we do. We do have
like people like David Chiu, and the rest of them, right?
Yeah.
They are around, but maybe there are a lot of others who we don't see them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why can't we see them? I mean, like we have not seen them, appeared in anywhere. Like before, when the late Raffles Scott Abeng and Hasbichi, they can be easily seen around, and then the artwork are more in the papers before, in the Sarawak Tribune. I don't know whether you can recall that thing.
Sarawak Tribune. He's drawing. Yeah, and I think maybe they need to do more shows
Exactly.
Maybe
Yeah.
they need an association,
Yeah.
maybe
So-
to group together. And,
Yeah, right.
And, get something going. Then easier for them to get funding to do a show.
Okay.
Get people together.
When you say about funding now,
Yeah.
is there a problem with funding in art kind of thing?
Oh yes, we really need help. You see, like the late Raffles Scott Abang and the late Hasbichi at one time, they have to be really be involved in for public art. For example, like the Sarawak Arts Council.
Yeah.
Yeah, at one time, you also have this British Council, and you also have the apa nama, all these like embassies who are very willing to sponsor and help out to have their own exhibition and so on. That's how they were popular at that time, and of course. Dulu mana ada online,
Yeah.
Everything is the physical. You get famous instantly in a way. But today it should be no excuse. Then you go online and some people should know you, but it's hardly seen in a way. But I think, oh yes, like for example, the artwork materials and stuff, they're pretty expensive,
Now, yeah? Compared to before.
Even though everything is from China and stuff, and
Right.
it's a bit, marked down. But then again, it is still very expensive. So thank goodness we have the Majlis in Sarawak and stuff like that who should be able to assist the artists and stuff. They have the apa nama Seni, Grand Seni and so
Yeah.
on. They can apply through,
Right.
and we can look through and hopefully Majlis in Sarawak will be very positive about it. And not only that, we need spaces like exhibition spaces too, like
Yes,
for example the Sarawak Museum. Yeah, should
Maybe
be
you
able
could
to
have a
cater-
corner,
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
corner especially for artists.
Yeah.
Maybe you can exchange. Maybe this week you'll be painting down there, then
Yeah.
the next week will be the rest of them.
Yeah, but on the other hand, the artists too shouldn't wait.
Right.
They shouldn't
Yeah,
wait.
you have to do something
You have
about
to do
it. Yeah.
something. You go out there and of course you have to group among yourself and stuff like that. Do some discussion and stuff and come up with something. Do something like a group show or something like that. Get in touch with fellow artists
Yeah.
and exchange of ideas and work out something doable, not something. Of course, you can say that you're going to do something big, but you must be able to do something doable. Yeah. So we can start off even from a house, or from a house, or for even like the empty spaces, public spaces and stuff like that. Yeah.
Maybe you can do some collaboration with like musicians and so on, right? Because mostly when you do like a mini concert or entertainment kind of thing, there's a lot of people coming in. Yeah? When you talk about music and you talk about singing, and when you talk about artists, I mean, like people start scratching their head, thinking, who and what are they, connecting themselves into music? Well, like maybe like a mini concert, collaborate together, And in between the concert, we have, like an artist painting, by the side, or we have, what do you call this? A space for them, so that we can, we share. Actually, we share. Collaboration, something like that. And I don't know. This is just what I'm thinking. Like you've been painting a lot, and I saw a lot of painting, and then some of them are at the hotel lobby, and maybe the rest of like department maybe. You put it there. Is it for sale?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Those are for sale basically. Like at the moment we have an ongoing art exhibition at the Pullman foyer, where we can see some of the faculty's artwork and some artist works and so on. But then again, we need to have a promo on those. It's not just be there and then it's quietly tucked on one corner and stuff. I mean, we have to,
So when you put your artwork there at the lobby, it's for free, right? You just put it there for free, and unless someone interested in it, and they just
Yeah.
take it out, and you get paid for that, right?
Yes.
This is just my suggestion, right? All right. When you place it there at the lobby, why don't you put a rental? What do you think? Okay, like you place it at the lobby. It's a rental kind of thing, right? So, maybe so that there is an initiative from the place to help you to sell it out.
Okay.
A monthly rental, something like that. And if there's a buyer, then it'll be a bonus. Maybe you can share price like with the place there.
Yes, why not? Even more aggressively.
Yeah.
Would be like, for example, what we did, the Sarawak Artist Society came
Okay.
up with an idea and stuff and talked to the Pusat Jantung.
Uh-huh.
We did an exhibition there, by the Sarawak Artist Society, and the Pusat Jantung takes in like 30%,
Yeah.
and the artist would take like 10%.
Right.
Something like that. Yeah, that's a win-win situation.
Something
in a way.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that can be done. Yeah, this is what has been going on.
This
And
is
I'm
to-
sure other charitable
Right.
fundraising.
Yeah.
We can go through
Yeah.
selling art. for
Not only that,
example.
I think I noticed a lot of shopping malls.
Yeah.
They're
Uh-huh.
interested to use their space for this kind of activity. Last time when I was in Johor, I saw a huge shopping mall, and it's quite empty. I think maybe it's quite new. So a lot of the empty lots were used for art exhibition. And so I think that they must have worked something out with
Right.
the artists.
You have to.
I give
You
you
have-
free space, you use it, And I think that's what's happening with the one at HSL, Promenade. Promenade.
Oh, at the moment, the
with
Juan
the
Gallery.
So they have a space there for them to use.
Yes.
And normally they will welcome that. So space is not a problem.
It's like we need a promotion. Yeah,
Yes,
we need a
correct,
promotion as well. So this, like you can see along a waterfront, there's a lot of artists there, portrait painters, and they're painting portrait and so on. And where can we put these people there? Are they eligible to be in the society? I mean, in the group, the art group. How can we call them to to be where they're supposed to be?
Maybe get them to join your Facebook first.
We do. We are calling actually. That is the reason why we bring both of you here. Share your experience and get them to know how to go about it. If not, nothing is being done. This is why Majlis in Sarawak, MSS, is doing this podcast kind of thing, because this is a platform to show you guys out there, and so that these people out there can see, and at least they have an idea to do what they wanted to do.
You see, one of the best ways is to join the team up.
Yes.
And like for example, Seni is doing very well. Yeah, they team up among themselves and they do art collaboration with the public and the things. Yeah, and Sarawak Artist Society and recently at the spring where they have this talk and exhibition where the Chunghua secondary school, which many people came and stuff like that. That kind of promotion is like awareness, art awareness, and eventually then there'll be appreciation in art,
Yes,
because
right.
the art appreciation here is is still very well below par. But then again, I think this sort of thing can work closely with tourism, for example. Why not?
Yeah.
Where tourism goes, then the art will go along. Like what our fellow ASEAN countries, for example, like Indonesia is doing
Yes.
very well on that. When their art promotion goes along to overseas, the artists will have the chance to
Right.
exhibit their works
Yeah.
and so on. Vietnam is catching up very well with that one. Of course, Singapore is the prime place where you have Biennale and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think artists should group up together, make a proposal, and they should do more exhibitions. Well, do domestically first, then gradually they will go for areas, go to the nearest place like Singapore, for example, because that's the cultural and art hub at the moment. Yeah. So these are the things the artists should group together and propose. Because here, unity is strength. Yeah, that's why purposely I did the subject of mangroves. This is
Okay, we have
a
something.
symbol of,
Right.
it's a symbol of unity and strength to me by the characters of the roots and stuff like that. It's not just short sendiri, something, but it must have some symbolic meaning into it.
Exactly.
So I think that gives a kind of social fabric where it gives chance for the creative industry to grow together.
Yeah.
So the artists themselves should show themselves and their works and so on. Yeah, if they can't, well, we seek for help.
Okay, we have some comments here. David Chew, maybe you know, thank you, Greg and Sylvester, for pointing out the artists in Sarawak are here, and we are working hard to appear in front of the public and the government. However, artists does need opportunities to expose themselves and their artwork. Yeah, okay. So this is his comment here, and we have from Erma use a very interesting topic, and David is sharing with us yet. Go to join Sarawak Artist Society. That's website of sarawakartist.com, right? HTTPS. Yeah, and. Lena Chan, one of our VOD. David, get your members to join Sahabat Seni Sarawak. I'll send you link later in the WhatsApp.
That's a good one.
Thank you for joining us, David Chiu and Chan Lena, and the rest of the viewers here. Maybe now we take a look at some of your artwork which you have prepared for us, and to the viewers out there, let's take a look at this and. Just drop us in any comment that you want to know more about the painting and animation. We will be back shortly and enjoy this slideshow.
Yeah. Man.
Okay. We, as we can see, all right. Maybe Sylvester, you can share with us what is here.
All right. This one was taken in a studio where an art studio, where it depicts the inspiration, Parang inspiration. We did research on in Kota Belut, So I was inspired by its design and its unique leaf-shaped knives and blades, because I am also very interested in this traditional craft. So from there you have some very peculiar designs, on the scabbards and so on, and the hilts, the handles, and so on. So this was one of my creative ideas for our Ichitra, which was shown in KK at one time. So this was the process of the large painting. This one is the sketches and ideas based from a visit to the Guania in Miri. On the left side you can see the bird nest collectors. These are daredevils of the dark. And also the some of the primitive drawings are found in Gua Kain in Nia, right? And on the extreme right is the ideas for textile design of paku pakis, also inspired along the plain walk to Gua Nia. Symbols of the paku pakis and some rotten leaves and so on, but composed into some ethnic design. All right. This is an ongoing art exhibition at Pullman. The one on the left, the large one, is entitled Kobong. Also, the theme is also mangroves, the mangroves, something to do with conservation and stuff. I've never seen such a clear water mangrove before, but this one at Pulau Bangi in Sabah.
Did you dive yourself in that
Well, I don't
just
dive.
to get the view and the clear picture of it?
I was so curious. I went snorkeling, but the water was so clear, like it's compared to the waters in Sarawak. So I could see those shells and so on. Yeah. So the one on this is my favorite artwork. Water lilies of Pak Longan, Barrio, in Barrio. I did a series in series 1, series 2, series 3. Yeah. The big one is already been reserved by somebody, bought already, and I continue with this series 2, top right and bottom. Yeah.
How big is this sketch actually? The size?
This is 3 feet by 4 feet. Yeah.
And you're selling it at?
about 12,000 or
Wow.
so. 12,000.
Okay.
And the smaller ones about 7,000 plus and so on. Yeah. All right. So this is an ongoing. I'm teaching at Unimas and stuff like that, and then by showing the real work, the artworks and stuff, students learn better. Yeah. So I have to provide live demo on how, and also crit session, a live demo on how the works, how do you apply acrylic, for example, onto the artwork and stuff, how illustration should be improved. Yeah. So I have crit session, we crit students' work and also showed my works. Yeah. So this was at Unimas. This is what I'm doing at the moment. Yeah. Well, this one I would like to share with you how I was lucky enough to join the research while I was in Unimas. The first one is in Barrio also, Semban, the diminishing traditional ornaments, Ruyang and Rasung, a visual ethnography and biography study of the Semban community. The second one is in Barrio. This one is a bit crazy. We went to look for megalith structure, stone structure in Kelabit Highlands, Barrio, to look into some interesting spots.
So you spent many days on it in Barrio?
About 1 week, but it's not enough. Yeah. The last one was ID Map. This is a community service. ID Map interactive AR augmented reality map. So I was very lucky to join the research team. Which is also good for me.
Yeah.
Because so this is the location. One is in Semban, which is not far from Kuching, and the two research was done in Miri. This Barrio.
Yeah. Okay.
Barrio.
So.
All right.
So I think we have more. That you want to share later with us.
Yeah.
We're going to take a short break, and we have our singers and guitarists in the house calling themselves Nyo. All right. So we'll be entertained by both of them, and we'll be back for more interesting thing to discover about Greg and also Sylvester. Thank you.
心不移，我的爱不变，月亮代表我的心，轻轻的一颗吻，已经打动我的心，深深的一段情，就我怎念到如今。你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分，你去想一想，你去看一看，月亮代表我的心。轻轻的一颗吻，已经打动我的心，深深的一段情，这我怎念到如今。你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分，你去想一想，你去看一看，月亮代表我的心，你去想一想，你去看一看，月亮代表我的心。谢谢你。
There comes a time when we hit a certain chord, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, oh, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all.
And go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere
Diam ku gigit jari, pandanganku gelap membawa lara. Ku mengeluh menyesal diri, mengenang peristiwa. Ratap tangis tak berdaya, ku mimpi di siang hari. Ku rasa diriku dalam pelukanmu, percumbuan mesra.
Okay, so we're back. Selamat kembali ke Mss Podcast untuk minggu ini. Kita bersama dengan dua tetamu kita, Mr.Gregory dan juga Mr.Sylvester yang berlatar belakang kerana pelukis ya ataupun artis dan juga seorang animator ya. Do I call you animator or do you have what do we call?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm a content creator.
Content creator.
Creative content creator. Yeah.
In bahasa Malaysia, content creative.
Creative content is isi kandungan kreatif.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe creator is pembikin. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
yeah, pengubah,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So this is that is what your profession are.
Yeah. Because I come from a background of film.
Mm-hmm.
So storytelling is a big part. Writing scripts, the film language, the language,
Yeah.
the visual language. So I think that easily brought me to animation lah. Because actually animation is my first love.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a combination of filmmaking and animation, right? It's the same thing, right? You're just telling stories, but with animation.
Yeah.
So animation, the linkage with art is animation is a series of drawings. It's
Yeah.
a series of arts that if you put together, it become a movement.
Yeah. Right.
So the base for animation is movement. That's one thing, understanding of movement.
Yeah.
The other one is art. So even the background that you see in a 2D animation, it's a painting.
Yeah, it's painting. Yeah.
And even the character design, all that is drawings and cartooning, illustration. So without art, you cannot have animation. It's almost like artimation or something, right?
Do you create yourself? I mean, do you draw yourself and
Yes.
you put it into
no,
the?
I mean, I'm at a point where the creation of the characters and the story, I draw the characters,
Okay.
I draw the world. But to do animation, I need a team. So if you're doing like animated TV series, you need a team. Because
need a
it's
team.
13 episodes.
Yeah.
So you
How
cannot-
many
Well,
normally
I think
in
when
a team?
When we did that 13 episode, our budget was quite limited. But
Come
we
again.
had a team.
It's budget again.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. But of course, we got paid like the standard lah, Malaysian RTM standard.
Yeah.
Kena pay lah, but it is quite limited lah if you want to compare with US TV animation
Of course.
kind of budget,
Yes.
right? So what we can do is only limited. We had about 8 animators. Plus maybe 2 or 3 people in post-production, plus music composers, so that, so around 10.
They're all local
10,
or
12
a student
people.
from
At that time, because in Sarawak, mana ada
Yes.
animators kan?
Right.
So in Swinburne, we have students who are trained in multimedia design. So they are very good with software, and we use Adobe Animate, and they are quite good at that. So we kind of retrain them, and so then when they're ready, we just put them in, and they were able to do it lah, with proper guidance lah. So I think training is a very important thing lah. If we want to develop a talent pool in Sarawak, we really need that.
Yeah.
Because normally for universities, if you train people, there's no industry here, they will go away. they will go to Singapore, they will
Yeah.
go to KL, kan? KL,
Right,
I
right,
think
right.
we have a lot of Sarakians in KL
Yes.
who are very talented
Yeah.
in animation industry, in all
Right.
these industries, right?
Yes.
Creative industry, they go away. So I think for animation, one of the strategy that we're looking at Sunban, yeah, is to train this pool of people, and but with linkage to the industry, meaning to say when you train them, you train them to the skill level where the industry needs them. So then we're trying to maybe get jobs lah.
Yeah.
Get jobs to come here. So saying that, okay, you guys don't have to leave. Stay in Kuching, stay in Sarawak, stay in Miri, stay wherever you are.
Yeah.
Don't leave, because now animation can be done remotely. So all the KL companies have to see is that, oh, you guys can do. You're up to par.
Yeah.
The standard is there. Okay, I trust you. I can give you. Yeah. So we need to build that trust. We need to gain that trust.
Yes.
So at the moment we are here now, so we have to bring up to that level.
We have
slowly,
to, yes.
engage lah.
So now, what is the hardest part actually? Your when it's come to your part, what is the hardest thing that you want to invent or create? Your creation, the hardest part of your creation, is it your thinking and how, right?
You see, being an animator or for any designer, yeah, if you are talented in drawing, that will be a plus.
Yeah.
That will be helpful. Yeah. But I tell you, even those who started from scratch, yeah, they could do even better than those talented ones because they're somehow, pardon me for saying, the talented ones are like quite lazy in a way. So they took for granted that okay. Yeah, but those of them who started from scratch and stuff, these are the successful ones, and you can see that they're still around today, basically, you know. So one of the hardest part is basically to come up with ideas and so on. So thank goodness you have the internet.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to yeah. Thank goodness we have those today, not like before when you have to hide books and stuff like that, you know, even in the libraries and so on. But anyway, today you have the internet and stuff, and but not only that, they need to socialize in a way to discuss so about certain things. A lot to do with discussion. Memang sketches permulaannya from the start. You have to come out with not just one or two ideas. You have to come with various ideas and with series and so on. I think that is the giving birth part. That is the one there, and the process will be a collaborative work. Yeah. So for me, I think it would, like I've told you, like I mentioned just now, it will be a bonus if you are very good in artwork and stuff. For example, if you are like, I've got inspiration from my Semban series here on the potters. Yeah, I was intrigued by how the potters could lift up the heavy load from a starting position, sitting position, adjusting their goods and stuff, and up they go. And I would draw from the sitting position and how they got up and stuff. So these are sequential drawings. This is where animation comes in to bring something alive. To animate means to give breath. So that the thing will be alive. So that kind of exaggeration is necessary, and there, good drawings must come in handy. Yeah, so
of course.
That is the essence of it, and the rest can be like very skillful use of softwares and stuff. So you need pengalaman. You need experience.
Back to experience.
Yeah,
Yes.
back to experience.
And yourself?
Yeah, I agree also. I think learning how to draw and to draw well, actually anybody can draw.
Yeah.
I mean, I've taught like I do art classes as well for kids during the weekend.
Yeah.
So I teach kids who do not know how to draw. Starting, they really cannot draw. They will draw until the paper is like torn. But I teach them until like primary school, until secondary school, then become the top in their school or class, you know.
Interesting.
Art, right?
Yeah.
So to me, it's like when someone tell me I cannot learn art, I don't have skill, I will never know how to do art.
Yes.
I said that is not true.
I was thinking of it that way. Me too. I was thinking like, okay, there's no way you can be a good artist when you don't know how anything, when you don't know anything about drawing, right? Like, not even drawing a circle, all right? Can or cannot this fella be an artist?
Yeah.
You see? So I was like, myself, I'm a colorblind person,
Okay.
right? But I get good grades in my arts when I was back in school. But I don't know where does that come from. But then, how? How can I be like you? How can I be like you? How can I paint this kind of thing? When I look at your sketch behind them, I was thinking, what is that actually that I'm looking at? So I don't know. Some people might, okay, that must be like a grass or a root or anything, but they don't get the meaning, So these are the things. Like some people, they just sketch anyhow they want, but there's something there. They are looking at it with something.
What you're talking about is something. Just now, your question was, what is the most difficult? Right?
Yes.
I think you are talking about that. Many times, you see, when we are just beginning artists, we're learning, we're interested. We do tend to copy a lot, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's learning process. You try to paint like the artists that you look up to. You try to learn their style and all that, right? And that is okay. Because it's a learning process. But the main thing that I see that is lacking is that you have to know who you are. So this is not just in just painting or art, or it's also in creating stories, writing stories, and directing film, and creating characters, doing animation. Like American Idol.
Yeah.
You have to know who you are.
Yes.
Right. So it's not easy. It's maybe a long process to actually know who you are. Because once you know who you are, then you bring meaning to your work that is unique. Then it makes you different from other people. Because everybody can do this technique.
Yeah.
Everybody can do this technique. Everybody can use this software.
Right.
Everybody can create animation, can do a painting, can draw this. They can learn to do it. But then everybody is painting Bunga Raya, then everybody painting Hornbill, and then they look the same. If you put in, you know who you are, your Hornbill different from
yes,
another person's
different, yes,
Hornbill, right?
correct,
Yeah.
Like from my experience before, I would look at artists whom you like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, we met the late Raffles Korabang and stuff.
Right.
He was my mentor.
Yeah.
Look at Hasbichi, and he paints and he sings.
Yes. Right.
There's one of the very rare Malay talent.
Right.
Very, very good in banjo.
Yeah.
Playing banjo and so on. Yeah. I said, look at this. I think I can do it. So you tend to observe, and you tend to do something. You have to do it, and from there you can again. The more you do, the more experience you have. I think the creativity part just comes in. Yeah. So there you are. You are into the creative world and so on. So that's how that's where imitation comes in. Yeah. It's all started, even Greek philosophy and stuff like that. People from like Plato and Aristotle and stuff. Imitation is one thing that is very important. Yeah, imitation.
Yeah.
So from there comes the doing part and observation, analyze, and you'll be able to have crit session. Yeah, and artists should not be afraid to have their work being critiqued.
Yeah.
Because that will only help you out to be a better designer or anybody. Yeah, for film, cinematography, performances, sign, site, installation, digital, and so on. Yeah, what have you today? I think critique is very important. So I think as an artist, it's good. It's no point that you do artwork and on your work tidur kat rumah and nobody knows that
Yeah.
your work is there. But while you have been a very creative person and stuff like that, why should it be at home?
Yeah.
It should be displayed and show. Yeah.
Now you have social media,
Yeah.
right? A lot of
Exactly.
people
This is the
can
thing.
just put your work on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yes. Right?
So show them. It's
So
time to show off now.
This is the reason why we have this podcast kind of thing. So if any of them would have been, joining us here, and this is the place. We're helping them so that we can show the people out there that these are the people. And we have this kind of people. Yeah, that they might not know how to use the media, social, and so on. Yeah, and this kind of thing, sometimes we need some people to drag them, to pull them, so that they can be there. Right?
So we really encourage artists, sometimes to bring them. For example, in our Sarawak Artist Society, we have artists who are very, of course, everybody learn from everybody, and they have this workshop and stuff. Sometimes it's self-discovery, like pouring in on canvas, the water base, and start to pouring left and right and stuff. So it's called it pouring art and stuff like that. I mean, that's great. Suddenly you become a genius in this kind of artwork and stuff like that. I mean, that's great. Well, share.
Share, yeah.
Oh, soon you'll be having followers like doing pouring artwork and stuff like that. I said, that's great. Whoever has discovered it and stuff, good, kudos,
Yeah.
It's good for everybody. And I think that spread out. I think that's naturally spreading awareness about creativity and so on. That's just one pouring technique. What about staining or people working with sculptures? Yeah.
Or maybe you have your ban ayam, you take your ayam out and then you put paint on the on the feet and then
Let it walk. Yeah.
So you have this kind
That's
of
another thing,
animal action painting or something like that.
yeah.
Something crazy like that. So it's part of creativity anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, why not?
Yeah, maybe the artist society could come out with something like that. Yeah, one day with what do you call that? Yeah,
Art and performing.
art and performing, something like that. Like you said, taking out the ayam from the reban, kind of thing. Anything can be done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we have something to show from Mr. Greg era. Do you have anything so that we can see more? And how actually I would love to know, because when you were talking about animation, it started when you start drawing and then the flipping paper. To make it the movement being seen. So how does that been transformed to now the new technology?
So in the past you used to draw on paper and
Yeah.
a cell. Cell is like a see-through plastic kind of then you draw and you paint on it. So it's frame by frame.
Frame
so
by frame,
every
yeah.
frame you have to
Wow.
draw and paint. So 1 second depending on how many frames you have, like full animation like movie, you have 25 frames in 1 second. So then you can go down to maybe about 12 frames per second, about half of that. Still okay lah. Just like anime, Japanese anime is about 12 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. So now it's been done on computer, right?
So more easier.
Yeah. So now we have a technique called cutout technique. So whereby when you have a character, you create many layers. Like a hand is one layer, forearm one layer, arm one layer, face one layer, eyes one layer, and then you have a lot of mouths. A lot of mouths that you just
Place
tukar-tukar.
Then
Then you can animate just like a puppet, layer by layer, but still, frame by frame.
Yeah.
But the computer can actually generate some of the in-between movement lah. So that's the technique that we are using now lah. But some people are still using frame by frame.
I don't know whether you still remember. I think the first time when we have television here in in Sarawak. I think it was back in 1972, 73, around that years. And I think the first time I saw, is that animation? The first film Negara Malaysia cartoon.
Hassan Muttalib.
Hassan Muttalib,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
Okay. Is that animation?
Yeah, the Sang Kancil and Monyet,
Sang Kancil
right?
and Monyet, yes.
Boyak juga.
Yes, right.
Yeah, that's the first.
That is the
that's
first
yeah.
animation.
I
Yeah,
love
so
those. I
Hassan
love
Muttalib
those.
is the
And
godfather.
that was
godfather of
done in
animation.
Malaysia, is that?
Yes, by Film Negara.
By Film
So
Negara.
he didn't have any experience also at that time. So he just wanted to do it, I think, and then he just looked around for what he had. Then
Right.
he just do it.
Yeah, huh? I mean, like, you know, those days when you were looking at it, how can this thing be worked out? And now, many years back, the most popular animation cartoon, which is Upin and Ipin, right? That is the first. That is in 3D, right?
That is 3D.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
and that since then, you know, they appear to be more.
I think before that there was some 2D ones like Usopp Santorian.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Keluang Man.
Yes, Keluang Man. That way way
Yeah.
different than the
Anak-anak
first one. Yes.
Sidik,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So they move the you know, like the upgrade, you know, until.
Yeah.
So now after the Open Ipin, what is like? Do you have any ideas of, you know, to come up with something different, especially for us in Sarawak?
Yeah. I mean, Sarawak, we have a lot of stories, right?
Yeah.
We have a lot of stories, folklore and all
Folklore,
that.
yes,
Yeah.
especially.
I mean, we can easily adapt that into an animation form,
Yeah.
into a comics form.
Right.
I think when you think about creative content, don't only think of it as animation, but when you adapt something, right?
Yeah.
You can think of it like, oh, it can be a comics, it can be a novel, it can be a short story, it can be
Yeah.
a theater, it can be musical, it can be a film, right? It can also be animation. So it's many things.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a creative content. The most important thing is you create the characters and the story, and you must know what the story is about. What is the
Yes.
soul and the core message of that story? You must know. Otherwise it's just it doesn't connect.
Yeah,
It's just,
it doesn't connect,
You just
yeah.
do it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Era, do you have anything to show? Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at what we have there in the screen. And this is.
Rahsia Nak Rimba, the first ever fully animated production, fully done in Sarawak by a full Sarawak team.
And
So when we this project Rahsia Nak Rimba, I think it was actually broadcasted in 2013 on TVI Astro 180.
oh, okay.
So this is a commission by SKMM, and for this project, I was actually somebody recommended me to why don't you just take the money and get someone to do it in KL? That is so easy, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't want. I went the hard way, so I had to build my own team.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
So at that time, luckily, we had fresh graduates from the the Swinburne Sarawak multimedia design program. So the graduates just came out and said, okay, let's do this lah. so we did this lah.
It took a
Yeah.
good challenge. Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we did this for about 10 months. 10 months, 13 episodes.
You would never know if you don't take it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier, right? Take the money and go down there and just.
Yeah.
But what do we get at the end of the day, right?
Right.
So this is the thing that we need to share with the public there, so that you know. And we actually here in Sarawak, we have talented people to do it. Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yeah, the thing is to retain them. Right?
Retain them,
How
yeah.
do we retain them?
Right.
Otherwise, they go somewhere else.
And also, I think, I don't know, it is, well, when you talk about anything, not only painting, even singing and artists and so on, I disagree about figure, payment, money kind of thing, like you said, cost. And, we are being restricted by cost. Do you think so? Like you said, if we only have money to do it, then you can come up with, like you were saying, in the United States, they don't mind to pay big money, and you can come up with the good things.
Yeah,
right?
I have something to say about that.
Yeah, please do so.
Because I have the business perspective as well. I think the value of art, right? I mean, what we pay the artists and creators, right, can only improve if our market expands.
Right.
Because I think the payment for anything, right, is about what you can afford. Like, let's say I'm a company, or I want to hire an artist or a creative or to do something for me, right?
Yeah.
I would look at my return, correct?
Yes.
And my return is based on the size of the market.
Right.
So if the size of the market is small, my return is small, I can only pay small,
Yeah.
right? Otherwise, it's not worth it for me to do, right? So I think the way to expand that market is not to look at our local market. We have to up our skills
Yes.
and look at global market.
Right.
Or not global, regional at least.
Regional
Yeah.
at least, yes.
So, for example, right now, Sabah and Sabah is also moving at the same speed as Sarawak.
Yep.
So they have like organizations like Seni, where they push for animation as well. They're trying to build that creative industry. So they're trying to build animation industry as well.
Yeah.
And so they also know it's about training first. I think we have to look at our skill, right?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of artists out there, people who have the talent, but maybe you can do quite good art, but maybe your skill
The
is not...
skill is still not up to that level.
So
Yeah.
there's always opportunity for you to improve lah.
Right.
So when you up that skill, right, you start to see, then you can get projects from KL. Now everything is remote. In KL, the animation industry, they don't have enough people. I know for a fact because I always see my friends looking for people. Hey, aku ada job ni.
Yes.
Hey, how come nobody
Tak ada
apply?
orang nak, yeah.
Why? KL is supposed to be a lot of
Exactly.
animators, but they go for other opportunities.
Yeah.
So if we up our skill, this job will come here.
Yes.
So remote, you don't have to go there. In fact, I have one student who went back to Sabah, KK. Recently, she got hired by a company in Sedang, and she's doing storyboard for animation.
Yeah.
Company is Sedang, but she's based in
In
KK.
KK.
Just remote.
Yeah,
Yeah. How
is
do
it?
they know each other? Maybe online. Maybe.
That's
I
the
don't know.
thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah. So we need to improve our
So I
standard.
think we can build an industry here.
Yeah.
It's very possible, but we have to up our skills.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have something to say also. For the higher institution and stuff, it's also about the awareness. How are students going to benchmark the standard and stuff like that? Which is where latihan industry is very important to practical training, where you can convince the students that, look, the world outside there is improving and stuff like that. Why don't we go and have a practical training away from Sarawak, if possible, for exposure.
Exposure as
Then
well,
you're
yeah.
able to see, to benchmark some of the latest development that you can find. So there, students will get experience in doing mega projects, even to get involved in big things. Yeah? So that they learn from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where latihan industry is very important. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes once it's here, they do not have much activities going on and stuff like that. So they have to move out and you have to encourage them to go out and see for what. And this is where it was advised by friends, colleagues and stuff. And they would call up. We got with each other and we discuss and so on. Something like that.
The other way is maybe you can work with gallery or some kind of artist association outside.
We need to,
bring
yes.
these people in to train, to give workshops
Right.
to the people here. So then they will learn from these artists, or galleries, and they know what they want, what they're looking for,
Yep.
and they know, that is the standard, so I need to work towards that standard. Because if we are self-studying and we're learning, we don't know, we
Right.
don't know where we are,
Yeah.
we just keep learning, we don't know where we are.
That's why, like our acting CEO, Mr. Iwan Hj Dasri, he is mentioning here, MSS ada menyediakan platform yang dinamakan Teratak Seni yang akan dioperasikan pada Jun this year. Yeah. So Teratak Seni merupakan ruang untuk penggiat dan pereka seni untuk berkarya, mempamerkan produk seni, mempromosi kesenian dan pelbagai program aktiviti kesenian yang diberi manfaat kepada semua. Alright, so this is what MSS is doing now, right, to gather all this artists lah. So like you were saying, if we can bring these people here and just to give a talk or
That's a good move. I think
it's a
going to be
banquet or
at
something
the-
like that. Yeah.
Is good because
Yeah.
when artists come in, then all of you do your painting together,
Right.
and then I can, the artist can give guidance.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We should do that. Yeah.
have
I
art
think we
talk
can.
and art
yeah.
critique and so on.
Start
yeah.
with you.
We'll get
So I
MSS
think- I
to
think that's-
collaborate with. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good venue. It's
Right.
going to be at the old courthouse and so on.
Yeah,
That'll be a
we make use of
centralized
this
venue.
place. These are the opportunity that we should grab, and so that we can show the people out there. We have our own people here to do it. Yeah. Yes. So I think. Do you have anything else to share with us? We are like another half an hour more to go, right?
If
So-
they have something.
Yeah,
for-
sure. All right, for Mr.Sylvester
Right.
to share with us what he has been, doing all this while. Yeah.
So, it's a sharing.
Sharing, sharing with us, sharing all this product that it.
And this one is inspired by a trip to Semban, Kampong Semban in Padawan.
Okay.
This is a sequential drawing of the Semban potters, which I was very intrigued into see the resilience of the potters. Yeah, they work very hard. They even carry goods and barangs at night. And this is the daytime. They have been very active. Look at the soil, the pavement have been rounded because of the daily trips that they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
To
So
carry.
can we come back to the first drawing just now? Yeah. Okay. This one. All right.
Yeah.
Now, do you call this?
Sequential drawings. Yeah.
Sequential drawing.
Yeah.
Does this apply in the animation?
Yes. This
Yeah.
this is a sequence. Animation is a sequence of
Yeah,
drawing,
Right.
right?
yeah.
All right.
So the way the base drawing is art, right?
Yeah.
So you have to understand anatomy. You have to know
Yeah.
how to draw the human
Yeah,
figure.
yeah.
Yeah, in different poses.
Yeah, in different
movement,
poses.
Yeah. So
Different process in one.
Yeah. This is one model.
Yeah.
I was took the outline was how he positioned himself in steadying himself to get up with a heavy load. Yeah. So as soon as he got up, the second pose, with the help of photograph. So that is my direct
Yeah.
reference. Yeah. But even then, you start to work out the outline. There will be another different story. It's going to be overlapping of layers and layers and layers. That's where animation comes in. It moves from one position to another position.
Yeah.
So you give it something new.
So it's a piece of artwork. You see, Sylvester is trying to paint movement. So
Yes,
artwork usually is a
yes.
still painting. Right?
Yeah.
Still is not moving, right?
Yeah.
So he's trying to capture that movement. Imagine this is a creative, let's say that experimental, alternative kind of exploratory
Yes.
painting animation.
Yeah.
Let's say animation doesn't have to be just commercial
Okay.
animation that you see on TV,
Yeah.
cartoon animation,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
It can be about art, right? Art using animation
Yeah.
to help you express that.
Right.
So that is another form of, it's something that we can explore.
This was exhibited at our Citra at Balai Seni Lukis. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Balai National
see.
Gallery.
Okay.
All right.
So this was taken at our Padawan area. Yeah.
Down here.
Okay.
So this is depicting the potters as well with the write-up. This is more narrative, yeah, more like a photojournal kind of, but it's done in illustration. Yeah. So we visited the old place because they've moved into to a new settlement now. So we got a chance to interview those who stayed back, because they still have farms there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's very sentimental. So this is the new village, the Bengoh settlement site in Padawan.
Wow.
Yeah. So our main idea is to come to Semban, Padawan, is to see the ring ladies.
Ring
This
ladies,
is where
yes.
we have a model of the ring ladies and have it convert into eDivo, which is ethnographic digital visual organizer. So this one we have a gold award from Seoul International Invention Fair in 2017, and the one is in INTEX, Innovation Technology Expo in Unimas 2017. So the following, where any visitors would come in and click into any of those depicting, for example, like the ring on the hands, that is called ruyang, and the one on the calf is rasung. So if you click into it, and it will give you a better picture of others.
I
other
see.
Information on
Okay.
it and
Maybe
so
we
on.
can click. Can we click it here?
Next, I wish
quick,
to move
can-
on to the video.
Or maybe you can move to the video and see how. The ring ladies only in Padawan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Kampung Semban.
Kampung
This
Semban.
specific one
And
was in Kampung Semban.
They are the
in
only
Padawan.
ring ladies.
There are other ring ladies that some of them have passed on already.
Yeah.
In the next slides, we can see the 5 remaining ladies. Yeah.
Can we have the next slide?
Next slide, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So these are also the things that we have back here in
Yeah.
Kuching itself. Right.
This is where this way we can click and
Oh, okay, this is out.
So
Okay.
this is it's got different interfaces and so on. Yeah.
Bulang Sebi that's a headgear, right?
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah.
So from there, from here also I got inspired by the Rajang Bau, which is the traditional traditional eagle dance.
Eagle dance, yeah.
So I've also this is the video. From here, I was inspired by the movements and the slow dance, very mystical and stuff. So convert into line drawings, also sequential drawings. This is of the ring ladies, yeah. This was in Kampung Semban.
Kampung Semban.
Semban, in Padawan.
How far is it from this one?
It's not far from Kuching. Maybe you can get about less than 1.5 hours drive to Bengoh, and then you have to go like 4 hours. For me, 4 hours walk up hills all the way. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a personal artwork.
This was from the dance.
Yeah, sequential drawings of Semban ring ladies performing the Rejang Bau, or traditional eagle dance.
Wow.
Yeah. So
How do you decide to use brown lines or black lines? When do you use?
At first, I will just go with from my number 2 brushes, like this, the one, and then white that color, the earthy colors, the colors, the movement of the feet and stuff, the mother feet that holds the ground, that touches the colors of the earth. So I purposely use brown instead of just pure black or charcoal black. Okay, right. So this is also a fast sketch drawings of the Semban ring ladies. This is for more of a coffee table kind of information, illustration information. All right. These are the remaining ladies of Semban ring ladies. The one on the right, extreme right, Puan Rayu Dai.
There are 4 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
There are 4 of them, if I'm not
At the
mistaken.
moment, they have 5 here.
5 here.
Yeah, 5. The one on the right who just passed away in 2020. Yeah. So this artwork is dedicated to the one who has passed away. Yeah, the last sleep.
The last sleep. Yeah.
There remain just the slippers that that is left behind there.
Oh, dear.
Remain. So very sentimental piece for me. Yeah, yeah. Now, the second location is in Barrio. This is a bit crazy. We were looking at some, tried to look for some interesting tourist spots. This is in Pak Umur, Barrio. We were looking for stone megalith like this. Yeah.
And this stone is called Batu Narit Arur.
Yeah, Arur
Bilit.
Bilit. Yeah. So that
Did
is
you do, what's the meaning actually?
like engraved designs onto the stone.
Ah,
Yeah. So
okay.
this is in a village called Pak Umur, yeah, in Barrio. In Barrio.
In
yeah.
Barrio.
Yeah. So we went to the other ones, like in Pak Lungan, we went to Batu Ritong. This is the famous one, which the museum has a good record on. So we went to another place called Pak Ukat. This is Batu Narit Pak Ukat. We found another one there. Now this is with the help of our guide. The guide. So we were very lucky to have a good guide. And the one that we have to go 8 hours walked and 8 hours out. Yeah, the one is in Pak Rusugi. This is in Punang. Yeah, Batu Narit Punang. Yeah. So we were intrigued by the designs. As we approached the stone, megalith, we couldn't see the designs at the sides, but we saw the designs on top of the stone. It's basically when we have our drone up, put our drone up, then we could see the designs on top of the stones. So this can feel very,
What do you think? I mean, how did they sketch that thing on top of the rock at the time? Do you have any idea? No idea. Yeah?
It's a mystery to us.
It's a mystery,
Why
right?
on top of the stone?
Why on top of
instead
the
sides?
Yeah. Is it facing the
It's
sky?
like-
It's kind
I
of thing.
think for
There
me-
might be some meaning. Yeah.
For me, it looks like, well, they didn't say, but it's up to us to imagine.
Yeah.
It's like saying, like, thanking the gods.
Right,
Yeah?
right.
In
It
a
might
very
be,
direct way. So it was like, a spread eagle, the spread eagle designs onto it. So I think this will be a great tourist attraction.
Yes, of course.
There's still a lot of these megaliths not yet unearthed yet. Like
Yeah.
in Lombanga, when I was there, there were a lot still like in a mound. Like they told us like this is actually a megalith, but it's still buried.
Oh.
And some of them were so huge that you don't even know you
Yes.
think it's batu, right? But
Yeah, yeah.
You're actually standing.
You're
on
on top of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh dear.
Yeah, and that's why I think we have a lot of this in Sarawak. It's very
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
And that's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
when we did the animation Barang Bunch, right?
Yeah.
The story was on this.
Oh,
this,
I see.
yeah.
And I think they should have a trail walk where it could be a tourist package, a trail walk to these places and stuff. I mean, foreigners will love to have good walks to these places.
The animation was the one shown just now, was it spoken in English or Bahasa Sarawak?
When we did it, it was in English.
English,
because
yeah.
with the intention that we thought that in near future we can translate
Yes.
to many different languages, but we
Yeah.
didn't have the budget.
I see.
Yeah.
Come to the budget again. Okay. So I think for us to show our creation out there, it needs to be in English, right? So that people out there
that
who
was the intention actually.
Yeah.
Then we translate.
translate. We do have a subtitle as well, right? Yeah.
But budget is a main thing lah. I mean, but that project was commissioned by TBS,
I see.
who was very kind. Who was very kind. They
Yeah.
were testing out. So the budget was given so that we could do that, and I think we're very grateful for
We could
that.
ask for more,
Thanks
right?
to TBS.
Yeah,
and
thanks to
SMG.
TVS, right?
Yeah. But if we had more time, we would have done more. Like,
Yeah.
we wanted to show the scenes and life around the Baram area, but just couldn't. We just had to trim away everything and just get on with the story. Yeah.
I think this, like time is so cemburu with us. So there's a lot more that we need to to share here. But then here in the studio, Mr. Sylvester is brought us the two art. that he has painted. You know, this is Barok Bidayu. Yeah, Barok Bidayu is Rumah Bidayu, right? So this is going to be given away for a quiz. So we're going to have a quiz. Yeah. This is about time, yeah.
Okay.
You have a question to ask, and for those viewers that has been with us since the beginning, you might be able to answer the question here, and you gonna walk away with this painting here.
Original sketch.
Original sketch, and it costs about 25K. So if you want to send this sketch here, you must be very, very lucky. All right. So we have two of the sketch that he brought. Do you call this sketch or a painting?
Call this, a sketch.
A sketch,
Basically,
yeah.
A sketch.
A sketch.
Illustration,
Illustration, all right. So this is another thing that we need to know. How do you call this painting, sketch, and whatever it is, right? So this is in.
This is in Rejoy on the way to Semban.
On the way to Semban.
This is the bamboo bridge.
Bamboo bridge,
bamboo
and
bridge.
This is what do you call this? Watercolor.
This is watercolor. Yes.
Watercolor, right? At least I know something about watercolor painting. So this is watercolor, right?
Yeah.
It's a bridge actually,
It's
right?
a bamboo bridge.
Bamboo bridge.
There are connects from one end to the other. Yeah.
All right.
It's very symbolic.
Symbolic.
It's a good a symbol for gotong royong.
Yeah, bamboo bridge, Rejoy Padawan.
Yeah.
All right. So it's either one of these to be given away, and actually both of these to be given away for this quiz here. And you can start with the question, and whichever you want to give away first.
Okay.
Soalan objektif. Yeah.
Soalan objective to make it easier. Yeah. Okay. First question. Referring to the artwork painting just now which you have seen, entitled Water Lilies of Pak Lungan. Yeah.
Okay.
Water Lilies of Pak Lungan. Where is Pak Lungan situated? Okay, I'll give you a chance. A, is it Kabong? B, is it in Marudi? C, is it in Serian? Or D, in Barrio?
Okay, you have four objective answers, yeah?
Yeah.
So the first question is referring to the
Artwork
okay,
painting entitled,
Water Lilies of Pak Lungan, right?
yes.
And where is Pak Lungan situated? A, Kabong, B, Marudi, C, Sorian, and D, Barrio. And do we have anyone answering the question here? Okay, we have first, I don't know, can you check? Here I can see Erma Yusuf is answering it Barrio. And we have more here. Amy answering Barrio as well. All right. So I think Era is the first one to answer, right? Era is the first one to answer. It's Barrio. Okay, we have a winner here. All right. For the first question, I don't know which of the painting are you going to give it away. All right. So.
Shall I give this one now?
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
This is the artwork.
All right. Okay. So we'll keep it here, and we'll get this. The one who answered this correctly can all come over to Majlis Seni Sarawak office here at Rumah Sarawak to collect this beautiful painting here, which costs you about 25K. Wow. 35. Okay. So you're very lucky, right? You're very lucky. So we have another question here.
Yeah. The second question is.
Get yourself ready.
Yeah.
The one who has answered this correctly has mustn't answer anymore, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We give chance to the others.
to the others.
Yeah.
Wow.
The next question is referring to the artwork of sequential drawings entitled Ring Ladies Performing the Rajang Bau, or in English is a traditional eagle dance. Which Bedaya village did the ring ladies come from?
Wow.
A. Pueh, Kampung Pueh. B. Podam. C. Kuab
Okay.
Or D. Semban.
Okay.
Yes.
Another the second question for the second artwork there, referring to the artwork of a sequential drawing entitled "Ring Ladies Performing the Rejang Ba'a," right, traditional eagle dance. Which Bidayuh village did the ring ladies come from? A. Pueh. Pueh is at Batu Sepuluh, right? Oh.
It's in Sematan.
In Sematan. Pueh is at Sematan.
Yes.
Podam?
Podam is in along the way to Bau.
Along the way to Bau. Wah, nearby, yeah. Okay. C is Kuap. Kuap is Batu Sepuluh. Right. And then D is Semban. Semban is
Semban is
the somewhere near
Palawan.
Pedawan. See, those are the areas. Yeah. So A Pueh, B Podam, C Kuap, and D Semban. And which of these places did the Bidayuh village ring ladies come from? Okay, that is the question. So I hope we can have a winner for the second sketch, yeah, which costs you about 30K. Yeah. The first one was 35, now 30K. So do we have any correct answer? All right. So before we end up this podcast, I would like to thank both of you for being able to join us here at this MSS studio, yeah, podcast. And we're very glad to have both of you here this evening. And those that you share with us is very inspiring, right? So we hope that we can make ways, you know, to come up with good ideas that can help those artists out there, you know, to come up with something.
I do a little plug for those who are interested to learn animation.
Right.
We have free workshop coming up. Just follow the Chic FB page. Chic, CHIC.
Yeah,
Creative
yeah.
Heritage, you know.
It was at Chic CHIC, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
So for those of you interested, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. So anything else that you want to share?
Yes, actually, I have many to share
I see.
because of, time is so.
Time is running out, yeah.
I also have a lot to share.
Oh, dear.
All my cartoons, my drawings.
Oh,
my
yeah?
art.
Okay,
Yeah.
all
Maybe
right.
next time. Maybe
Yeah,
next time.
we will be glad to have you, both of you back in the studio, yeah?
Just to share, in July 14th and 17th, there will be a mini film festival and mini art festival. Yeah, it's going to organized
be
by Animasi,
Animasi.
our faculty of Applied and Creative
Yeah.
Arts, and together with MSS, yeah, Majlis in Sarawak.
In July?
Yeah, July, May, June, 14th to 17th.
Of July.
July.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be held at the Saradise BDC.
Oh,
So
okay.
we will do something different where we have this most community living kind of space.
Yeah.
So why not? So this is going to be our first experimentation outside.
Maybe shortly later after this, you can share us the information for more information, then we can help you to boost the information in the FB, yeah, through MSS, yeah. The best we can do to help
Thank
you
you.
guys to share.
Yeah, thank
All right, so I think we have a winner here or an answer by Amy. The answer is D, Semban. Do you have it correct?
Correct.
Correct.
That is some
Yeah. Okay, so we
So-
have two winners from the quiz that and won themselves a painting by Mr.Sylvester. All right.
Thank you.
So that's about all. Well,
Okay.
and we hope that we hope to bring you back, both
Oh,
of you
love
back
to,
here,
love
yeah,
to.
and
Yes.
to share more, and maybe you can come up with more.
Yes, more things to show and to
yeah,
share.
things to
Yes.
share, and you still have a lot more things to share, yeah. All right. So, and I thought that you're gonna finish the painting there.
Try to.
Yeah. Well, we have like another less than 10 minutes. Maybe you can just carry on with your
Yeah,
painting there,
okay,
and
thank
at the
you.
same time we'll be entertained by Amy and also Ian. Yeah, and before we leave the set here, I would like to once again thank you, Sylvester and also Gregory, for being here with us at Mss Podcast.
Thank you very much.
Thank
My
you so much.
Very
pleasure.
enjoyable, very relaxing.
So
Good conversation.
I hope this will bring more interesting things, yeah,
Yes.
coming up in arts and animation, yeah. So we are going to celebrate Gawai just around the corner. So
Yes.
wishing everyone who is celebrating Gawai happy Hari Gawai, Gayu Guru Grai Nyamai, and from us.
Hoo-ha!
Hoo-ha.
So
Yeah, you
Hari
can carry
Gawai
on
to
the
you.
painting
Okay.
and enjoy the music with
Thank you.
Ian and also Amy.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hands. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Hey. Do-do-do-do-do, na-na-na-na-da-da-da. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You're all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. In other words, I love you.
Iban song, Berkikis Bulu Betis, for all our friends celebrating Gawai.
Wishing you a happy Gawai Day. Hey.
And
Bukit Semata,
this one is
Pulau Sumatera, Gunung selindung di kota Jawa. Dia alai aku, boleh ngasuh penemu, belajar pucat lengau 1000 guna. Aku tak peduli, aku tak ngira rugi, selagi aku tak puas hati. Biar aku habis berkikis bulu betis, Entinuan berdaunnya di kelaki. Ila nuan bujang baru nuan nemu aku, duduk mengukau-ukau di muat pintu. Ila nuan bujang baru nuan nemu diri, nurun tangga belakang damai gari. Aku ndak peduli, aku ndak ngira rugi, selagi aku ndak puas hati. Biar aku habis berkikis 10 betis, entinuan berdaunnya di kelaki. Ila nuan bujang baru nuan nemu aku, duduk mengukau-ukau di muat pintu. Ila nuan bujang baru nuan nemu diri, nurun tangga belakang damai gari. Aku ndak peduli, aku ndak ngira rugi, selagi aku ndak puas hati. Biar aku habis berkikis 10 betis, entinuan berdaunnya di kelaki. Oh biar